Wes is having a little bit of his lunch right now. I wanted to thank you all for your support and encouragement and just the response to last week's video, where we shared all about how we remember our first child that we lost to miscarriage. We document that sort of thing just as much for us as it is for you. It's wonderful for us to look back on, to share with our family members, but we also want to share with you how we navigate that loss and how we remember our child as a family. So that was a special video, and we thank you for your support. Right now, Wes is getting a little bit of his lunch in his belly, some chicken and broccoli and cheese, and I'm gonna get going on a small house project, a little bit of a painting project. And we're just doing wall prep today, but Wes is gonna get involved. I'm all about getting him involved in helping around the house and kind of starting that really early. So we're gonna wash some walls, prep some walls so I can paint tomorrow. This is the section of the house that I'm gonna be painting. It's sort of supposed to be the dining room, but the table typically isn't here. I've only put it here to be my work surface, but this is kind of like a terracotta. I think that's the term I'm looking for. Mustardy color. So I've already painted that wall a couple months ago, but I'm gonna be painting this room and then all the way down the hall. Here's our guest bath. That's my laundry right ahead. You probably can hear it whirring. And then this is just kind of a dead end space that wraps back around to my kitchen. I'm gonna be just freshening up these walls. There's a lot of wall repair that needs to take place. And we're gonna wash the walls today. Oh, Wes, you're all done your food?
Yes.
Are you ready to help? Oh, yeah, we're gonna be a helper today, okay?
Yeah.
About getting Weston involved in what I'm doing. From time to time I will have him help me fold laundry or just mimic the action of folding a piece of laundry. There are some things that aren't safe for kids to be involved in, like using cleaning products and things like that. But for things like this, I want him to see that I'm putting effort in. And I also want him to take the direction of do this with Mama and do it like I'm doing it. So he's just gonna help me while his attention span lasts on scrubbing the wall and just getting ready to paint. You wanna use this one? Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Can you do right here, please? Ready? Pick up your washcloth and do right here. Thank you. That's a really good job. Ready? You do it too. Pick yours up. Ready? Go. Wow, mighty good job, buddy. For some reason, every 10 seconds, he wants to switch washcloths with me. But he's still engaged in the project, so look, you can hold this one, honey. What are you doing?
Mama.
Are you washing Mama? You're a hoot. Thank you. Thank you. Another thing I focus on is not putting too much parameters around it. This is play for him, but he's also learning how to work. So I'm not gonna make him stay in one spot. I'm gonna try to direct his focus. Can you wash the wall, please? But I'm not gonna make him stay in one spot or do it just so. Not too many parameters, but a lot of encouragement. Wow, bud. Thank you so much for your help. morning, it's the next day and today's painting day for me. I have childcare for Weston, which is just perfect because I can't have a little toddler putting his hands on wet walls and just being underfoot the whole time. So I have to plug away and get this first room done. This, essentially it's the dining room area, and this has to be completely done by the end of the day. If this hallway doesn't really get finished, that's okay because I can block it off right here and Wes won't be able to get in. But Ben helped me a lot last night with wall prep. We have a lot of imperfections on these walls, need a lot of spackling and sanding. And then I started cutting in a little bit because I know I'm gonna be tired by the end of the day. So we are definitely started, and the color is accessible beige for those of you who are curious. It's the color we have throughout the rest of our house. It's this color right here. So here's a really good understanding of it's going from this stucco color to this neutral color. It's kind of an off-white, but it does have a warm undertone, which makes it cozy in the evenings when the lights are dim and stuff. It's not a stark white. And so I'm just in some of Ben's barn clothes, so it's okay if I get messy, and it's just time to make some progress. I'm gonna love this transformation. Transformation. Why do I always say that word? Okay, one of our old videos, our renovation phase 1, I said the word transform or transformation about 15 times. I'm vowing right now, I'm not gonna say it again in this video, I promise. So I'm at that point in the project where I'm really not having fun. I have a friend who loves to paint, which I think is the weirdest thing because I don't love this. I just love how it turns out. Ben has the afternoon off and he's actually outside. Oh, I almost kicked the paint can. That was bad. He's outside working on the final touches of the run, so I want to show you what he's doing.
So right now we're trying to line the inside of the run that we've made with some wire that the chickens can't go through. So these are some calf cages that we had extra at the barn that I'm going to try to make work. They're nice and straight and long, so they're going to go up nice and fast, but I just got to try to bend them around the corners so that they'll fit.
And they're sturdy, so they're hard to bend.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's a couple days later. As you can see back there, my painting project did not get finished. That's just how it is when you have a little child who keeps getting into things, but I'm slowly picking away at that. Ben's run is almost complete. That's the main objective for today. He's gonna be finishing that off. And so tonight will be move-in night for the girls, which is a big deal. We're combining both age groups of chickens. And Ben has been doing a lot of research on how to make that go smoothly, how to help the transition for the birds to not fight. And so we're gonna be doing that process tonight, which is exciting. We wanna share with you like kind of the intentionality behind all that we're doing. So a lot of people have been asking lately about Ben's work schedule, but I also feel like I've been saying, it's your afternoon off, so da-da-da. And it sounds like you have a lot of like willy-nilly afternoons off everywhere.
I think that's just when we end up doing most of our filming.
Yeah, very true. So I want you to kind of explain like what your week or your days look like as a dairy farmer.
Sure. So my day starts at 4 in the morning, and I usually get home somewhere around 4:30, 5 o'clock at night. That's 6 days a week. We alternate Saturday, Sunday, day off. Well, we don't alternate, but we get one or the other.
Based off if a family member has like an event to go to or something.
Right, yeah. So we try to make it work for whoever needs a certain day. And we also all take an afternoon off. So that starts around 11:30 or so.
Midday.
Yeah. And then I have the rest of the day off from there. So it ends up being about 5.5 days a week.
And so it's 4 a.m. to about 4:30 at night.
Yep, but I get a breakfast break there around 7 o'clock. I get a breakfast break, and then at 11:30 to about 1, I get a lunch break.
So that's kind of what it looks like. But the minute field work is happening, that gets all thrown out the window. Full steam ahead. 7 days a week.
No afternoons off. Lunch and breakfast breaks are shorter.
If you even get to leave the field.
Right, we usually work a bit later into the night.
Yeah.
So
it's just very pockets of seasons that are really intense. But on those typical normal times of the year, what would you say is it per, your week looks like in hours total?
During like a normal week, I usually will put in between 55 and 60 hours a week.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like for this dairy farmer. I'm sure it's very different for other farms.
Yeah, that's the schedule that we've put in place because we have so much family that works on the farm, and we try to share and work around our schedules for each other.
I'm also remembering you get called at night.
Yes, that's
quite
right.
a bit.
So we all take turns being on call.
Emergency
if
things.
An emergency with an animal or a piece of equipment happens, then we'll have to go down. And because the farm runs 24 hours a day, it could be any hour of the day or night that you get called. But yeah, that's the schedule that we put in place.
But you guys rotate now, which is working better than it used to. So.
Yep. So that's the schedule that we put in place, and that's what works for us. I'm sure a lot of farms look a lot different than what we do, but that's how we've been making it work.
So he has all this inner wire attached here, and now he's just working on the wire to make it so the chickens can't go under the coop. It's almost done.
Almost. We'll bring the bigger chickens in here tonight and have the big meet and greet.
You're gonna undo that and then probably build like a small run, right? What's it called? A
ramp.
Ramp, okay. But overall, I'm loving how discreet the wire is. From a distance, you pretty much can't tell it's there. Like from the road, it's seamless. Yeah, I love the cedar fence look. Wonderful job, hun.
Thank you.
I've got the kitchen torn apart doing some baking, and over here, we're having a little bit of a snack break, huh? Yeah. He slept for 3 hours today, which is about double what he typically does. Is that yummy? Ooh, that feel weird? We just picked our first apple off of our trees, huh? It was getting a little too heavy for the branch, so we ended up cutting it. And we're gonna have a snack, huh, buddy? Do you wanna eat it? No. No? You just wanna suck on it? Honey.
Do you want to watch? Apple. By the apple.
What do you think?
Apple.
You want more?
Yeah.
What does Daddy think?
It's actually not as bad as I thought.
Is it dry?
A little bit not bad. Hey guys, it's not bedtime yet.
She's ready to move.
Let's go.
Look how incredibly submissive she is.
Yeah, they all are. These guys are all about 2.5, 3 years old, I think. About 3 years old. And they're all production reds. We have 4 production reds, and over there are 6.
Should we tell them what happened? We had 7.
We had 1 die, yep. I'm not really sure exactly what happened with her. She had an infection of some sort, I think. We tried treating her with antibiotics, but it didn't help. And so she ended up dying. But that's kind of how it goes.
That's
when you
the circle of life. Yeah.
You have some die sometimes.
And we did the right thing. We isolated her, we treated her, and we just didn't work. So, all right, girls. So these 4 are gonna go with the younger 6.
Yep.
And they'll all be roomies.
Okay. There we go. So we're doing it at dusk because chickens don't see well at all at night. And if you're introducing new chickens to a coop, it's good to do it at night because they all go up and roost pretty much right when you move them in there. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to put all 4 of our older chickens into the run, which the new chickens haven't been in there yet. And so it's going to be a new environment for both chickens when they go into each other's areas.
The little girls, it's their first time going into the run. The big girls, it's their first time going into the coop. So they both
Right.
have new territories.
Yeah.
They're not territorial
Yep.
of the entire space.
And the third thing we're going to do is, as soon as we kind of open up the gate in between the run and the coop, we are going to put mealworms and some other treats in there, so there's an immediate distraction. So hopefully it's going to decrease any fighting. You know, because of chickens are the way they are and they have pecking orders, there's probably bound to be some, but we're just trying to minimize it for everybody. So we'll see how it goes. Well, the chickens are all in the new coop. Hopefully they have a good night tonight.
The deed is done. Hopefully they're kind to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be monitoring it for sure, helping them out.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. That's all we had this week.
Mm-hmm. Be sure to come back each week. We post 6 a.m. every Thursday Eastern Standard Time. So you can count on every Thursday a new video. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you like what you see. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
You look special.
She's the only one. So.
She seems on the fence about it, Ben. You get it?
Oh, it wasn't filming. I thought it was recording when I was sitting there.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
Chickens we've ever had to like do it. Don't get
Oh,
pooped on.
oh my gosh. Ew. Babe, did you see that?
Yeah.
Ew, sheer butthole.
Hey. Trying to jump on my head.
Her. You're kidding me?
Put her down and grab
She
her
just slapped my face.
You're kidding me.
Alright, they're all in there.
Why is my face 2 times the size of yours? Yeah, that's better. Oh, no.